Welcome to History Tales, where we uncover the stories that shaped our world. Today, we explore the timeless lessons from the Seerah, the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and how his example continues to guide millions around the globe, even over 14 centuries later. Understanding the Seerah. The word Seerah means journey or path. In Islamic history, it refers to the biography of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, covering every stage of his blessed life, his character, his struggles, his victories, and his mission. Studying the Seerah isn't just about learning history, it's about extracting wisdom for our own lives, in leadership, in relationships, in times of ease, and in times of hardship. From the deserts of Arabia to the hearts of people today, the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him, remains a living guidebook for anyone seeking purpose and balance. Early life, lessons in honesty and trust. Before he was a prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him, was known as al-Amin, the trustworthy. From a young age, he built a reputation for honesty in trade, fairness in dealing with others, and loyalty to his word. In a society where falsehood and betrayal were common, his integrity stood out like a beacon. Lesson for today. In our modern world, where misinformation spreads quickly and trust can be easily broken, the Prophet's peace be upon him example teaches us that truthfulness is the foundation of respect in business, in friendships, and in family life. The call to Islam, courage in speaking truth. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, first received the divine revelation at the age of 40, he faced a society deeply rooted in idolatry and tribal pride. His message of one God challenged the most powerful families of Makkah. Despite threats, mockery, and persecution, he spoke the truth without fear. Lesson for today, standing up for what's right often comes with a cost, whether it's at work, in school, or in society. The Seerah reminds us that moral courage paired with patience can change hearts and history. Patience in hardship, the years in Makkah. The early Muslims endured years of boycotts, hunger, and abuse. Some were tortured, others driven from their homes. Yet the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught them to respond with patience and perseverance, not hatred. Lesson for today, hardship is not a reason to lose hope. With faith, endurance, and the right character, trials can become turning points. Leadership and strategy, the migration to Medina. The Hijrah, the migration from Makkah to Medina, was not just an escape. It was a carefully planned move that transformed the Muslim community from a persecuted minority into a united society. In Medina, the Prophet, peace be upon him, established the Constitution of Medina, granting rights and protection to Muslims, Jews, and other communities. Lesson for today, good leadership is about inclusivity, justice, and strategic thinking. Whether you lead a family, a business, or a nation, the Prophet's, peace be upon him, Medinan model is a masterclass in community building. Forgiveness over revenge, the conquest of Makkah. After years of hostility, the Muslims returned to Makkah as victors. Many expected revenge for the years of oppression. But the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, declared, "No blame will there be upon you today. Go, for you are free." Lesson for today: true strength is not in crushing your enemies, but in forgiving them. This principle can transform personal relationships and global conflicts alike. The Prophet's, peace be upon him, daily habits. From his Seerah, we learn countless personal habits: eating in moderation, speaking kindly, smiling often, maintaining cleanliness, helping the poor and the orphan. Lesson for today: change doesn't always come from grand gestures. It comes from small, consistent acts that shape who we are. Treatment of women. In a society where women were often treated as property, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, elevated their status. He honored his wives, encouraged educating daughters, and declared, "The best of you are those who are best to their women." Lesson for today: respect, dignity, and fairness toward women are not just social ideals. They are prophetic values. Dealing with non-Muslims. From the Christians of Najran to his Jewish neighbors in Medina, the Prophet, peace be upon him, treated non-Muslims with justice and kindness. He upheld treaties, ensured safety for those under Muslim protection, and prohibited harm against innocents. Lesson for today: coexistence, dialogue, and mutual respect are the way forward in a diverse world. Environmental care. Few realize that the Seerah also teaches care for the earth. The Prophet, peace be upon him, prohibited cutting trees unnecessarily, wasting water, or harming animals. Lesson for today: caring for the planet is part of our faith and moral responsibility. Final sermon, a summary of his mission. In his farewell sermon, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, summarized his mission. Worship one God, treat each other as equals, protect life, honor, and property, hold fast to the Quran and his example. Lesson for today: these timeless principles form the foundation of a just, peaceful, and meaningful life. Why the Seerah still matters. From corporate ethics to personal well-being, from political leadership to family life, the Seerah offers blueprints for every situation. In an age of uncertainty, the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is a compass pointing toward balance, justice, and compassion. The Seerah is not a story to admire from a distance. It is a path to walk. At History Tales, we believe history is only powerful when it shapes our present and future. So let's not just remember the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Let's live by it.